After the treatment, I noticed that I just felt more self-confident. I felt I had strategies to cope with things when they started building up and I started to feel anxious again. I suppose I was less scared by those feelings because I felt now that I could cope with them because I knew how to deal with them. And also I just felt like I was kinder to myself because that's really what she'd kind of given me, was just to stand back and think this is a really difficult situation and, you know, kind of nurture yourself through it, and by doing that I just started to feel much better.
I was recently working with a woman in her 50s, and when she came to the service about a year ago, she was feeling incredibly low, incredibly anxious about leaving the house, to go on buses, to go on trains, to be out in public places. And we worked together on a weekly basis using CBT. And in those sessions we explored what were her fears, what were her thoughts about going out in the house, and her thoughts about getting on the bus and train, and what were some of the things she was doing that actually were unhelpful to her. So for example, by not going out the house, it's actually keeping her fears going. And by the end of our work together, she was going out to Oxford on the bus, going further afield on trains, going out with her husband for meals. And really, I guess, the take-home message from her was she was saying she was really living her life for the moment. She wasn't worrying about what was going to happen in the future or thinking about situations that happened in the past. She was really, I guess, living her life for now.
It's a partnership between you and the psychologist, so you have to actively take that part. But then once you start doing these exercises, you start to realise that your morale starts to boost, your actual self-esteem you start to look more at yourself, you start to see the problems for what they are, and you start to actually recover from the actual situation you've put yourself in.
I felt that I could read kind of the trigger signs coming, and I knew when things were starting to get on top of me because we'd worked through this. And then I knew about kind of doing mindfulness strategies, or, you know, just taking a bit of time out, and just all different things that we'd talked through. And also a big thing for me was that she just, in boosting my confidence, she made me I just started to be kinder to myself and just say, you know, you don't have to cope with all this. This is really hard. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say I'm struggling. So it just changed my outlook and my focus, which is what I needed.